DBSIT Kavali. Today I am going to discuss about the design pattern subject unit 4. Topic is memento design pattern. So this design pattern comes under the behavioral design pattern. In this we having some classifications. First classification is intent. So this intent is nothing but it describes the meaning of that memento design pattern, and it also describes the whatever the problems occur in that it also solves by using the memento design pattern. So this is called the intent. If you see about the definition of the intent, using memento pattern we can store an object to its previous state by using undo or rollback operation. It means whenever we are using any word, MS Word, in that MS Word we are typing some text. So sometimes the user will be do mistakes or change the data, and if the user want to use the previous state of information, he use the memento design pattern, that will be roll back the data, or we can use undo to undo the whatever the previous data we are having, that will be available again there. So that is why we are using the memento design pattern here. Okay, I am having a small example here. So this is a small example here. In this I am having this is the employee. This employee is called the one object, and in this object we are having some attributes. Okay, so these are the attributes, and I having number of attributes. For example, I took 50 attributes. In the 50 attributes, in the first state of expression, in the first state I took 50 attributes. In that 50 attributes I have changed the 25 attributes. For example, I have changed the salary. I took the salary first. Previous I took the 1 lakh. After that, in present I took the 2 lakhs. So I want to use the first previous data only. So I use the rollback or undo operations by using the memento design pattern. So whatever the 2 lakhs I have took, that will be converted into the 1 lakh, and it means it will be goes to the previous data. Okay, na? So that like we are going to change the information by using the rollback or undo operations. So by using the memento design pattern. So this is one small example. This is one small example we are used in this memento design pattern. Next, coming to the motivation. And in this motivation, coming to the motivation, sometimes sometimes it is necessary to record the internal state of an object. So this undo mechanism implements for the user back out of their operations and recover their errors. So that is called the motivation. In this I am using small example, that is graphical editor I am using. This graphical editor is used to support the connectivity between the objects. So I am taking a small image here. So in this is small image. Coming to the small image, rectangles I am taking, two types of rectangles I am taking here. So this line. So in these two rectangles I am taking one line for providing the connectivity between between the two rectangles. For providing the rectangle, I took the two rectangles here. In this between I am taking one line for the connectivity. I am taking a line for connectivity. So user can connect these two rectangles by using a line. The rectangles stay connected. When the user moves the rectangle either sides, the rectangles whatever we are using, if the user moves either sides, the complete connection between the two rectangles will be structures. Okay, so if I am taking the two rectangles, between I am taking one line. By using this line, this will be keep the two rectangles connectivity. If these two rectangles will be moves either sides, this line. If the two rectangles moves this line, the connection will be changes. This line, and sometimes the connection will be moves this light, and it means whatever the light we are using, that will be provide the connectivity between the two rectangles. Sometimes the user will be moves the rectangles, the connection will be not stay correctly, so it will be not in the set in the position. Whatever the position we are having, first we have taken, that will be not set in the same position. So if you want to get that same position, we can use the memento design pattern, that will be do the rollback and undo. That times our present whatever the connection having first previous state of information whatever having, that will be available there. So that is why we are using the memento design pattern. So next coming to the applicability. Applicability is nothing but when the user changing the present information in the document as previous information, we use undo or rollback operations. So this is called the applicability. Okay. Next coming to class diagram called structure. I am having the diagram here. Structure. I am having a diagram here. Structure. In this structure, memento, state, get state, set state. Caretaker. Originator. State. Set memento. Create. Memento. So this is the class diagram having here. So in this class diagram I am having memento and I am having the originator. In this class diagram having the memento, state of memento and state of originator. So in this we are having two types. In the state originator we are having two types. That is, in this diagram I am having the state originator and state memento, and in this we are having two classes. These two are the state originator is one class and state memento is another class. In this we are having two types. In the state originator we are having two methods, that is state memento, set memento and create memento. Okay, two methods we are having, and this set memento is used to access the memento objects. Memento objects. Originator, here the originator instant here the originator instant this memento object. Here originator instants the memento object, and it will set the internal state of originator to memento object. It will set the internal state to the memento object. Okay. So the originator will do is what the originator do is whatever the information we have used in previous one, the previous state of information is take the snapshot. By using the originator, it take the snapshot, and whatever the data he is snapshot, the data is given to the memento object, and memento is given to the, and is passes to the caretaker, that can be saved here. Here the caretaker doesn't check what type of data is given to this, and everything information is doesn't seen by the caretaker. It just take the information, it store. If anybody if the originator calls the data, it gives by using the unroll and rollback and undo operations, and it gives to the user. So this like the class diagram for communication will be done here. Okay. So next, coming to the participants. So we are having the participants. Here we are having the participants, that is memento, originator, and caretaker. If you talk about the originator, this is one participants. Second next classification is participants. Okay. So next up is participants. So here participants are 3 members here having. So first one is originator. So originator is nothing but it is a constraint solvers. So it creates a memento containing a snapshot of its current internal state. That is called the originator. Okay. So it means the originator will be take whatever the data, previous data here having. So that previous data he took the snapshot and store into the memento caretaker. So that is called the originator. Next, coming to the memento. So this memento is called the solver state. It holds the internal state of the originator object. That is called the memento. Next, coming to the caretaker. The caretaker is responsible as the memento safekeeping. So it means whatever the information sent by the memento to the caretaker just handle the data. It doesn't check what type of data is given by the originator. It just holds whatever the data given. Whenever it calls by originator, it replaces to the user. It replace or undo it by using to the user. So that is called the caretaker. So this is called the participants we are having. Next, coming to collaborations. Collaborations. Diagram. I am having the collaboration diagram here. In this collaboration diagram, the collaboration diagram will be tell the relationship between the class diagram, relationship between the class. So this is the collaboration diagram. So in this collaboration diagram, I have the caretaker and originator, a memento. Okay. So here the caretaker requests a memento from an originator. It holds it some time for a time, holds it for a time. Here the caretaker will give the request to the memento. So the request taken by the originator, taken from the originator, from an originator, holds it for some time and passes it back to the originator, So it means it passes to the originator means whatever the present information is there, that information is changed into previous state of information. It means we are using here design pattern, memento design pattern, that can be rolled back and do the undo operations here. So in order to do like that, our previous state of information will be available here. Okay, so that in sometimes the caretaker won't pass the memento back to the originator, because the originator might never need to revert to an earlier state. So you no need to change the state of previous state of information. Whatever the information he are having, if he think that whatever the information he is using, that information is correct and perfect, he will move to the forward. He doesn't go back to the back, and he doesn't do any unroll operations by using the memento design pattern. So he just go back and he doesn't send any request or any set state get state to the caretaker. He just use present information and he moves to forward. So that like the communication will be occurred in the memento design pattern. Thank you.